Welcome if this is your first time on the channel. Today we are talking Godfather of Harlem. This is my mid-season review. Season 4, episode 5 to be exact. And I got to be honest, I don't like the direction they going with Frank Lucas. Like, I got it at the beginning. I didn't expect him and Bumpy to jail right away. I got it. But then they just keeping this thing going, where him and Bumpy is going to a place where they won't be able to return. Now, I think they should have went with what we learned from American Gangster. And I know, I heard other stories about Bumpy Johnson and Frank Lucas not being that close as what we seen in American Gangster. But that's what most people seen. So I think they should have just went with that storyline and made it be some conflict at the beginning, but then Frank Lucas go under Bumpy Johnson's wing. That seems like it's not happening, because not only has Frank Lucas been doing a bunch of goofy stuff, he in Harlem, and basically he going against his own people. He done stabbed one construction worker, got him up out of there. Then he's literally working for Joe Colombo. He even cross Stella. It's like, yo, you cross Stella, you crossing Bumpy. Stella is the one person on the mob that actually like black people. She like them a lot too. Let's not forget about her and Teddy, right? And I actually made a preview video saying, yo, if Stella and Frank Lucas got together, that'd be a great power couple. But he didn't cross her. She's the one person that like black people that's actually in the mob. He's running with Joe Colombo. So now in my mind, I'm going, how do he not go, okay, I'm going to go under Bumpy Johnson. I'm going to go under Stella. I'm going to try to talk to Stella or whatever. But I'm going to go under Joe Colombo. It's stupid. It's stupid from a character to look at the situation and dynamics in Harlem and then go under Joe Colombo. That's completely stupid. He's not, gonna be able to get down with them in no real capacity. He literally would just be the house N-word. That's who he would be. Literally. For them. That's who he's been. So it really changed the perception of how I thought of Frank Lucas. And my thing is, if they believe that, hey, they gonna be able to take a character that people don't like, because if you just continuously put Frank Lucas up against Bumpy Johnson, the character that we've been rocking with for 4 seasons, we not gonna like Frank Lucas. That's not gonna work to do a spinoff and then make him a character people don't like and put everything behind him. That's not gonna work. That'll be stupid. They just did that in Power. With Power and Power Book 2, they did that with Tariq. And at first, people used to give me slack. When I used to do more reviews, even heavy, they used to be like, yo, Tariq is a great character. And I'm like, yo, we watched him watch his sister get knocked off, and then he knocked off his dad. He's a horrible character to be trying to make a series off of. But they did it anyway. And guess what? By the end of Power Book 2, people were saying, yo, this series is garbage. And it's because that initial thing of, yo, you are trying to build a series with an unlikable character. That's stupid. That is completely stupid to do. I don't know what direction they trying to take this. I don't know where they going with this. But I don't like it, how they doing with Frank Lucas and his relationship with Bumpy Johnson, all right? Now, other than that, you also got Elise. Her character's going down a deep path. She talking about robbing spots that her dad owned. She done got her baby daddy knocked off. And then she go and tell Margaret. Margaret like, I don't even know him. That's a big deal to you. I don't know this guy. My dad is Bumpy. I don't know this dude. You see, so she is like really turning into a person that I don't like either. The character, all right? Actress doing a great job acting. And same thing for the Frank Lucas actual actor. It ain't that. It's the character, like how they are writing these characters. I'm going, dang, man, they making these characters unlikable. Some of them, you know, made me still a likable character. Bumpy Johnson still a likable character. You know, it's likable characters on the show, but I'm just going, dang, with Frank Lucas and Elise, I'm going, man, these characters, like I really think of them different than I did Frank Lucas before he came on, and then Elise in season 3, season 2, I looked at her different. Like, man, she really turned her life around. Now I'm looking at her like, yo, she a goofy. She doing goofy stuff for the Black Panthers. Completely goofy stuff. And she's leading the charge with the goofiness. She's the one that want to do the goofy stuff. She's about to be in love with a dude that's in the Black Panthers that like doing goofy stuff too. So they gonna be together in goofy matrimony, right? And that's a recipe for disaster. And then Bumpy gonna be having to come save her time and time and time again. He already did a favor for Omar up in jail. He did a favor for Omar. Omar tell her the obvious thing. Yo, I'm gonna be in jail. Leave me alone. You gotta live your life. And I think she's rebelling because she don't got Omar. She going through a lot, but I don't like the way her character is going too, man. But, you know, all in all, as far as the actual episodes, they've been great episodes. It ain't like it's bad episodes. I just don't like the direction that these two characters are going. You know, when it comes to Mamie, Margaret, Bumpy Johnson, I like him and Chance relationship. Chance is the one guy that's like, yo, Bumpy, I got you. I'm not about to leave you, but you might have to cut them in instead of us going to war. You know, you might have to cut the mob in instead of us going to war with everybody. Instead of you wanting to do it by yourself. You might have to cut them in. But Chance ain't going nowhere. So I like that. I like Pettigrew and his contributions, right? Them two really been stepping up, you know, this whole season. Because Bumpy then kind of took a backseat a little bit. So they really been stepping up. So, you know, that element I like. It's plenty of elements that I like. The look of it, the, you know, the pace of each show. Yeah, I mean, it's Godfather of Harlem. It's going to be a great show. But the direction they taking these two characters, Frank Lucas and Elise, I'm just not with, man. Y'all let me know. What do you think of Godfather of Harlem season 4 so far? Because we midway through. This is, you know, 5 episodes in. So you should kind of get a feel on how much you like in this season, or if you like the previous seasons more. For me, if I had to rate this out of 7 stars this season, it'll be like a 6.0, 5.9, because it's still great. It's just some of the things, the decisions that the writers then made, I really don't like with a couple characters. But y'all let me know what you think about it. As always, if this your first time here, make sure you sub to the channel. Check out the other content. Click that like button. Y'all be easy. Be safe. Peace.